Okay, Virgo, you guys are up. This is your general reading for December 2019 for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. As always, you can check your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. And you can always schedule an individual reading with me if you're looking for something more specific, or if for some reason this just isn't resonating with your situation. Okay. Virgos, what you guys have going on in December? There we go. Let's see here. Oh, how nice. This just happened for Leo, I think. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so Virgos, this is great. Whatever you have going on at the center of this situation for December is the star, which is all your hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. That is beautiful. And you know, I don't know, maybe it's just the holiday season or something, which is inherently magical, but that's amazing. That's very amazing. I love it. Oh, and how nice. So this is so cool. Okay, so right next to the star, all your hopes and dreams and wishes coming true, you also have the Four of Cups, which is like a miracle coming out of nowhere, right? Like a gift from the heavens. Like these two cards together are so amazing. Like talk about like massive, massive blessing. This is really, really great. Okay, and I love that they're right there next to each other and so powerful too, because there's this indication of that you guys have come a long way in some area of your life, but there's still a little bit of a ways for you to go. And it has probably something to do with how you handle when things don't go your way, how you handle a situation that feels like you have the rug pulled out from under you, right? We've got the Tower card. So there are times where the shit hits the fan, or there are times where we think the shit's going to hit the fan, even if it's not actually, it's like a perception that we have, right? So you've come a long way in how you perceive those things and how you handle those things. And you've still got a little bit of a ways to go, but you're definitely experiencing, you're working towards and moving towards and experiencing more of your heart's desires coming true. And something is coming out of nowhere, like miraculously a blessing in disguise, like just what you need at just the right time. And I'm going to pull some more cards to see what this is about, but there's also this indication of feeling like you have to defend yourself in some way. So some of you guys may be either experiencing like feeling like you have to defend your desires, defend the things that you want, defend your something. We'll pull some more cards and see. It's going to, you know, be different for different people anyways, because it's a general reading. Nice. Wow, that's amazing. I love it. Okay, so this is really cool. So like what's kind of coming up for you guys? So Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning, a new physical beginning. So either some of you are coming through a phase where the shit recently hit the fan, you had the rug pulled out from under you, it felt like crap, and you're starting over, right? This is probably the case for a lot of people anyways, especially after this massive transformational phase we've been through astrologically with all of Scorpio season and Mercury retrograde and all of these things. So much was happening in Scorpio in the sign of Scorpio, and that was all about transformation, right? So this is like the new beginning after all of that transformation, and I love, so that's an ace, that's a 1, that's the first card like in the set of things, and then you have the king, which is the last, right? So it's a beginning and an ending. So the ending would be like the tower card, right? Things like blowing up, kind of, and transforming, and then a new beginning, a new physical beginning, and then like quick completion of that, right? Like quick mastery of whatever this new beginning is. This is also like financial stability. You've come a long way in maybe rebuilding your financial stability, and this is just awesome. And then you have the strength card here, which is beautiful, which also represents Leo, which we just did. But Virgo, we're working on Virgos right now. So you also have this amazing strength that you are stepping into after this phase of transformation, right? And something has maybe recently ended for you as well, because we've got the death card. Or maybe something is coming to completion and ending for you. And so it could be that you're coming through this this period of having had to defend yourself, and maybe you don't have to defend yourself anymore. That would be fantastic. Instead of defending yourself, you're just stepping into this authentic power of yours and being yourself, and that's the end of having to defend. I love that. I love that. And then we have conflict. That's okay. That's part of life, and that's all right. And things are going your way. So this is good. This is, oh, I love this. Yes. Very much so. That's related there. Okay, so again, no matter, there's ups and downs in life, right? So there's some kind of indication of internal conflict and external conflict, and having to somehow resolve those things, like within yourself and with other people, especially with this transformation, right? But things are really going your way. You have this new beginning. You have this new accomplishment, this mastery, this quick mastery of something. This stepping into this new authority of yourself, and just things really going your way, right? And feeling good. And I love this here, the 8 of Cups. This is leaving the past behind. This is stepping into this new mature level of yourself, rising to a new level of being within yourself in at least one area of your life, if not more. And it has to do with stepping into your own inner authority, your inner strength, and being that, as opposed to having to defend yourself. Like, I feel this strong sense of the end of having to defend. Like, I don't have to defend myself anymore. This is who I am. And it's not like an offensive or defensive, this is who I am. It's literally just being who you are, and letting that be a mature, leaving the past behind kind of amazing thing. I love that. Again, another new beginning. I love this. So this may be like a new beginning spiritually for a lot of you. And for some of you, this may be manifesting as a new beginning in work or in your business or something as well. Whatever the conflict is, though, that was either internal conflict or external conflict or both, I feel like it has something to do with like not having enough information, right? Like feeling like you're being deceived in some way, whether you actually are or it's just the perception that you have. Because sometimes people forget things, right? And you didn't have the information because they didn't tell you. And sometimes they didn't tell you on purpose, which is deceitful. And sometimes they didn't tell you because they're busy or they're overwhelmed and it slipped their mind or whatever. But you intuitively knew there was more to the story, and that may have created an internal conflict with you, and that may have spilled over into an external conflict with that person as well. So that's going on. And whatever conflict there is may be happening around the time of the full moon anyways, which is December 11th, the evening of December 11th, like early morning of the 12th, depending on where you are in the country or the world. So something may be coming to a head around that time anyways, which is in 2 days from the time of this video. Okay, so there's also, after having moved through all of this stuff, stepping into this new level of your own inner authority, this new level of maturity where you don't have to argue or defend yourself, where you just be yourself, there's this kind of like uncertainty of like, well, what do I do now with this? And what choices do I make? What decisions do I make? And do I have enough information to make a decision, right? So part of something inside you is telling you you may not have enough information to make a decision, which is also said in the way of like, there's more to the story here. And like, maybe there's some information gathering that may need to be done in a certain area of your life. And that's okay. Go for it. Ask the questions. And if you don't know what question to ask, like just ask clarifying questions like, is there more to this like that I've missed, or am I missing something? Should I be asking something that maybe I haven't asked yet? Like, are we clear? Are we good? Like, do we need to kind of go over anything else? In whatever situation you have going on with someone where you feel there may be some internal conflict about it, or you may actually be having an external conflict with that person. And that can resolve like the feeling like you don't have enough information. And it can also, clarify whether or not they're actually being deceitful or forgetful. Okay, let's get to your romance card for Virgos. Here we go. Playfulness. I love it. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Virgos have fun, right? Allow yourself to have fun. And that will like rekindle some romance within you. I love it. All right. 72 Names of God card for Virgos. There we go. Ooh, great expectations. You guys are good at having great expectations anyways. By meditating on this name, I gain control over the power of time in my life. Instead of constantly demanding more of tomorrow, I appreciate what I have and what I am right now. False and self-seeking expectations are cast out, right? So redefining what a great expectation is to you, right? And again, I feel this situation for some of you, at least some of you, where there may be a conflict with somebody and you're having an expectation of some sort and you may be perceiving it as deceit. And in some cases, maybe the person is being deceitful and you're expecting them not to be. However, in some cases, I feel very strongly like you may be perceiving the situation as the person being deceitful when they're actually just being forgetful, right? It's not maybe necessarily intentional. The lack of information or the lack of communication or something. So again, redefining what your great expectations are and showing up in a way that encourages like a great outcome for everyone involved, instead of like perceiving something and sticking with that when there's maybe more to the story. Okay, there you go, Virgos. This is your reading for December 2019. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful for you guys, and I will see you soon.